Ah, What's the latest on Raphinha? What's gone on with Sterling? What's happening with De Ligt? What's happening with Dembele and a few other stories as well. So, yeah, let's get up to date about everything that's gone around.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. The word in the streets is that Raphinha is willing to stay patient. That's what the latest is at the moment. I think at the end of the day, we can sort of make sense of all of this because Deco, Raphinha's agent, has been spending a lot of time at Barcelona camp. And it makes you think if one is spending that much time with a particular club, they're trying their best to make that deal happen. So this is the latest, apparently, that Barcelona will try and do their level best to find the money required to match the fee that we've already agreed with Leeds and ultimately take the player, Raphinha, who's always wanted Barcelona. And with all this drama that's gone on, it's even more clear that he definitely wants Barcelona and that's it. And this is where I feel like there's a bit of an issue in our fan base where, look, I've got no problems if Rafinha comes in. Rafinha is a fantastic player. And there are some people who are going out there at the moment saying, there should be a deadline for Rafinha. Rafinha is not a good player. He's definitely a good player. Let's not get all salty now because he's, so deep into wanting to move to Barcelona. But at the same time, we should be a bit aware as well. How do we want this player to come to us now, knowing that he's doing level best to make it to Barcelona? He's doing level best. Look, I've got no doubt that if Rafinha doesn't happen with Barcelona and he comes to Chelsea Football Club, he's going to be professional. But you can't stop thinking how public this situation was, that his first choice and the way it's been documented, the way it's been sort of portrayed in social media. How can you deny the fact that this player, deep down somewhere, that he's always want to go, like he'll always want to go back or go to Barcelona? Like I've been in a situation in my working career where I've wanted to be part of a particular company that I wanted badly. It never happened. Settled for the second best, and yes, as I was always working hard and I was always professional, but some part of me was always thinking, what if I'd been able to go there? And then the opportunity finally arose, and after a couple of years, I'd left. So this is what will happen with Rafinha. He may come into Chelsea Football Club because at the end, maybe Barcelona might not be able to do all of these deals. They've got to register new players. There's still the Dembele situation. So let's just say that he does end up agreeing with us. His mind will always be there to go to Barcelona. And sooner or later, as soon as there's an opportunity, an inkling, an opening to go to Barcelona, I'm pretty sure Deco is doing his level best to take his client to Barcelona as well. So look, I'll leave it to you guys. How you feel? I feel a bit strange about it. I know I'm going to say, look, if Rafinha doesn't happen, I want Dembele. And Dembele wants Barcelona too. I get that. But I feel like with Dembele, it's got to do with money as well. It's not just the fact of Barcelona. And this is just my perception. I could be completely wrong here. But I feel like with Dembele, it's not just Barcelona. It is money as well. Because if it was just Barcelona, he would have compromised with Barcelona and would have stayed. He would have agreed whatever deal he's been getting. Apparently, it's lesser. The deal that he got with Barcelona is a tad bit lesser than what he's on right now. So obviously, it doesn't make any sense. How am I staying with a club that's paying me less? But I think he is looking for a bumper deal as well. Coming to the prime of his career, he's 25. He wants to start earning big, and we know the careers of these football players, it's not long. So they got to make hay while the sun shines in a short period of time. So apparently Barcelona will fork out the money. Somehow they'll find all that money, and Raphinha is probably going to happen for them. We'll see what happens. They're even confident with Dembele. I really don't know how they're going to do all this, because we're going to go through the news right now. Barcelona are ready to make an offer worth up to 60 million for Raphinha in an effort to beat Chelsea to the signing of the Leeds United forward. So they're willing to fork out that money. How they're going to find that? We'll get to that economic levers very, very soon. Despite the proposal of Chelsea, Barcelona are convinced of being able to hijack Raphinha. Barcelona have now sold 10% of TV rights, which will now give them the cash to register players and make signings. You think the last 24 hours has been crazy. So this is the scenario, ladies and gentlemen, that they will get some parts of that economic levers kicking in, and with that, they should be able to do their business. However, this is from Shripad, who covers a bit of Chelsea news, and this is a little bit about the whole economic levers situation. Barcelona's latest deal to sell a fraction of the TV rights is yet to get them in green for financial year. They need to sell players and raise over 150 million euros more before they can register the free signings, let alone make offers for Lewandowski and Raphinha. So, look, they've got all these free signings lined up, and they've not registered for them. So they've got to do that, first of all. Then they're going after Lewandowski, and apparently Bayern Munich has rejected a 40 million euros bid for Lewandowski. So they need to fork out a lot more over there in order to put get Lewandowski into Barcelona. So there'll be a lot of money gone there. Yes, of course, they're going to inject some cash with the De Jong funds coming in from Man United. But 150 million they've got to raise. De Jong ain't going to be able to raise 150 million. The TV rights, that 10% that they're about to sell, don't know exactly how much they're going to cover for that. I think they will cover quite a bit. So, look, I am a bit baffled at how Barcelona will do all of this. But for some reason, all of these players tend to think they're going to be able to do it, because Raphinha is staying patient. Raphinha is literally staying patient. He doesn't mind joining Chelsea, but he's willing to stay calm and see where this Barcelona situation goes, which tells you where the mindset and the headspace is for this particular player. We've done everything possible in this scenario. Todd Boehly has gone in heavy, given Leeds what they wanted, and he's provided the personal terms for Raphinha as well, which is apparently Raphinha is fine with that too. It's a good sum of money. But at the end of the day, it's not really our fault. My only gripe in this situation is the Dembele thing. Why aren't we going heavy on Dembele, knowing that Barcelona is not giving him what he wants? Why can't we give him a little bit more than what Barcelona wants? Throw in some signing on fees, the agent fees and whatnot, and convince this player, because I feel like this player, money is a factor. So look, we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know about Dembele, Raphinha, how you feel about the situation, because right now for me, it feels like both of these players want Barcelona, but I feel like we can probably convince Dembele. Raphinha on the other side, even though we've given him the personal agreement, he's quite keen on Barcelona and Barcelona only. So we'll see what happens there. Next story, ladies and gentlemen, about Raheem Sterling. Some of you guys are a bit worried what's going on. Things have gotten quiet with Raheem Sterling. This is the latest. Raheem Sterling deal to Chelsea is all agreed. Todd Boehly concluded deal after weeks of negotiation by Marina Granovskaia. Hearing from other sources, final fee is set to be 55 million. This is via my colleagues at Court Offside. They're quite clued. Look, I'm not worried about the Raheem Sterling situation, because there are no other clubs that are making this scenario difficult for us. So hopefully we will find a solution very soon. I'm just a bit surprised that it's end of Thursday, coming up to be Friday, and we haven't got a advanced situation on Raheem Sterling from notable sort of publications, journalists out there. So I'm all okay with Simon Phillips and his internal colleagues and whatnot. That's fine. I get that, but I would love to see Matt Law, David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano coming out and saying it's all agreed, medical, booked in. So I'm hoping we can do this Raheem Sterling situation very quickly. And Honestly, I thought it would have been done by this week. I'm just a bit annoyed that it hasn't been done already, because we're going to talk about the Richarlison factor with Spurs. The way Spurs are conducting their business is so efficient. It's something that I wish we were able to do as well. Okay, next up, this one is moving very, very quick, and it's moving mad. Chelsea are likely to have to pay more than 40 million to sign Nathan Ake. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Nathan Ake is going to happen. He's going to happen. And the other factor with Raheem Sterling apparently is tied in with the Nathan Ake situation, because we're looking at a double combo sort of deal. We're trying to figure out a fee for both of them so we can do a double swoop. So that could be the other factor why Raheem Sterling is delayed a little bit. Thomas Tuchel wants this guy. For me, I don't completely understand this. No disrespect to Nathan Ake. He's a very good player. But are we sitting here and saying all of a sudden that this is the guy that we need? Like, haven't we seen enough of Nathan Ake? He's played less than 1,000 minutes in Man City. And there's some fans out there saying, oh, Man City rate this guy. If they rate him so much, why is he their fourth choice defender? And the number shows he's not played enough Premier League games. I know there was some injuries involved, but look, you can't sell to me that he is proper Chelsea level. If we let him go, do you know what I mean? And now we're bringing him back. And my other issue with this whole Nathan Ake situation is that, is he a starter? If he's a starter, fine, like, gone. But 40 million to bring our own player back. He's got good technique. He's got good skill set. There's no doubt about that. And an LCB, left-sided player, he'll do a job. But what happened to Koulibaly? Is Koulibaly not worth it in the left side? And if Nathan Ake is a starter, this is why I'm saying Koulibaly, but if Nathan Ake isn't a starter, and this is my next sort of situation around the whole Nathan Ake pursuit, is Levi Colwill and Ethan Ampadu. What's happening with them? We're already interested with De Ligt, which we're going to touch on. We're already interested with Kounde. I'm so hoping we get that done. It's mad. We're 1st of July for me. I know it's 30th of June wherever you guys are watching, but it'll be 1st of July very soon. And the fact that we haven't been able to wrap up Kounde annoys me. But if we're getting De Ligt, Kounde, Ake, you best believe Levi Colwill and Ethan Ampadu, they're done. And I know some of you guys might say, Ms., who cares? Who cares about Ethan Ampadu and Levi Colwill? No, we shouldn't be thinking like that. Look at what we're doing with Nathan Ake. We're going to do the same thing with Levi Colwill. I'm pretty sure down the track sometime we might even go in for Tomori or Marquis. Levi Colwill is a proper player, man. He's a proper academy player. And he's shown his, credibility in the championship. As I said, if Nathan Ake is a starter, fine. Let's move Levi Colwill on. But if he's a backup, why are we taking that away from Levi Colwill or Ethan Ampadu? Both of them are genuinely very, very good players. Younger than Nathan Ake, has a higher prospect. So you let me know once again, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Ake, Levi Colwill, or Ethan Ampadu. Do you like the fact that it's 40 million for Nathan Ake? And that's the price that's getting touted around. We may not pay that. We may end up paying 35 million plus add-ons. But is that money wisely spent on that particular player, knowing perhaps we have something in our pockets to look out for that? So, as I said, if you're a starter, what about Koulibaly? What happened to Koulibaly? It's just, that's how I feel about the Nathan Ake situation. There have been claims that City also want a replacement lined up before allowing Ake to leave, but that has not dampened Chelsea's interest with the club. Also still keen on Jules Kounde. So, look, as I said, hopefully Jules Kounde happen. The move for Nathan Ake has raised doubts over the future of Levi Colwill, who is wanted by Leicester and Southampton. He's going to kill it. He's going to go to either Leicester or Southampton, and he will absolutely kill it. And people will be like, why did we get Nathan Ake? Do you know what I mean? And then everyone will be in regret to get this particular player back. But by then, see you later. Ta-ta. Matthijs De Ligt, this is the next story. Matthijs De Ligt is keen on moving to Chelsea, and Juventus are believed to have softened their demands in recent days. The will of the player and Chelsea being prepared to allow Pulisic or Werner to move in the opposite direction has got the valuation down. This is great. Apparently, Juventus are valuing De Ligt at 102 million. That's what some of the news that's gone around. But the good situation here is De Ligt is keen to leave Juventus, so much so that he's forcing a leave as well. So, which is somewhat driving the price down as well. And the Juventus CEO or chairman or whoever, someone high up there, said that with De Ligt, it's difficult. When a player wants to leave, it's very difficult to keep him. So you best believe this is probably going to happen. And look, if we can soften the price with Pulisic or Werner, who looks like we're going for two wingers anyway, and we get to the Richarlison situation, maybe we're going for someone up front as well, 3 attackers to bring in, 2 minimum. You'd think Pulisic or Timo Werner, their time's up, and Ziyech as well. So if they're keen on Pulisic, Werner, and we are not so interested in these players and we don't value them enough, I think it's time to move on and get that discount for De Ligt, who Thomas Tuchel definitely wants in the back line. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this? Because this annoyed me when I saw this, not because we're not going after Richarlison, because I was never a massive in favor to get Richarlison. I'm more sort of upset that why did we go in to hijack Richarlison? And this is what it's saying. Chelsea's late offer to Everton for Richarlison was cash plus a player. Not enough to derail Tottenham's deal for striker. This is the thing. Tottenham, when they set their eyes on a particular player, they go in there and go for the kill and they get the deal done. They've been very efficient in this market and they're moving very well. Conte is damn serious next season. Richarlison, Basuma, Perisic. I think they've got that backup keeper, Foster. On top of they've already got Kane, Son, and all the other players that they have, Kulusevski, Bentancur. So they're looking serious. My issue in this scenario is, what is Chelsea thinking here? Why are we trying to hijack Richarlison? I feel like this is why we badly need that director of football ASAP, because it feels so chaotic at the moment with Chelsea Football Club. We want this player. We're trying to hijack him, hijack them, hijack FC. Like, we have to have a proper plan and execute. I know this particular transfer window, it's fine because we've not been able to plan too much. Ownership situation, sanction situation, I get it. But moving on in the next windows, we have to be a lot more efficient, a lot more ruthless, and a lot more, knowing what we want, a proper plan. I feel like we lack direction at the moment. Why the need for Richarlison, to hijack Richarlison, just makes us look weird. And on top of that, Tottenham, we couldn't even hijack that anyway. Tottenham went in and made sure that they got that deal done. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about this hijacking of Richarlison. Does that mean that we are going for another attacker on top of Sterling, Raphinha, Dembele, and then one more? I really thought it was going to be Sterling and Dembele or Raphinha. So 2 attackers, and then we do with whatever we have. Maybe one of Werner or Pulisic stays, and we go with Havertz up front with Armando Broja. Not my preference with Havertz up front. I want Havertz to be just behind the striker. I thought maybe that's the case. But is the pursuit to hijack Richarlison kind of says that perhaps we're going for a striker as well? So, and now what? Now that there is no Richarlison, now what? Or is it the fact that we're going for Richarlison knowing maybe we don't know if we're going to get Dembele or Raphinha? So look, I just hope that we have better planning moving forward. For this particular window, let's try and give Thomas Tuchel whatever we can to ensure that he can put up good competition for all fronts next season. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about all of this news. I definitely want to hear from you guys about Dembele, Raphinha. How you feel about the Raphinha situation, Dembele situation? Please comment. I'd love to know. And comment with super thanks as well, because there are a lot of comments and maybe I'm not able to reply back to every single one of them. But if you provide comments with super thanks, which is much like super chats, I'll definitely do my level best to go out there and reply back to you. Definitely on those ones would be priority. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. And thank you so much for 13,000 subscribers. Much appreciated for all the support you guys always show me. Thank you. See ya.